What's going on, YouTube? This is Terminator Juice, and today I want to talk about a few things. Picked up GTA 5 on Tuesday. Been playing that. Been playing Rayman Legends still. Enjoying that game a lot. And been watching a lot of Wind Waker HD videos, previews, and reviews. Pretty excited about that game. So yeah, I just wanted to do a video, kind of talk about some things that have been on my mind lately, and yeah, I'm gonna start with GTA 5. It's a good game so far. I think I got about 9 hours in, and I haven't done a ton of missions. I did a lot of exploration yesterday. Amazing game, technically impressive, visually it's not the best looking like screen capture you could ever see. The textures aren't super high res everywhere, but just the scale and the level of detail and just the amount of things you can do is just amazing, astounding. It's not a 10 out of 10 for me, or a 100-point scale. I would right now I'd put it around a 92. The controls, character controls, have not been improved. The running, shooting, there's like an auto aim now, but I've definitely failed some missions based on the controls. They're just not finely tuned like some other third person action games. So and the driving takes a bit of getting used to. It's not as realistic as I was hoping by what reviews were saying. And like I said, it doesn't have super high res textures everywhere. There are a few little things that don't look as good, and some of the first handful of missions feel very reminiscent of GTA 3, and they don't really do anything new. I'm looking forward to the heist missions. I haven't got to that yet, so yeah, it's a good game for sure. Like I said, right now, first day I would have put it at about a 75 out of 100, so it's definitely climbing for me. The opening missions were very boring, stupid. The intro was not exciting like I was hoping, and yeah, I was feeling the driving mechanics. I was driving it like Need for Speed Most Wanted U, where it was very precision, e-braking, and I could counter steer and all that. Not needed in this game. It's a lot more simplistic, and I just had to get used to that. So an interesting thing though, I've been playing a lot of Rayman Legends, Pikmin 3, Wonderful 101 demo, and I played The Last of Us, and during that time a friend of mine got a Wii U, and we've been sharing messages and stuff. So playing GTA 5 on my Xbox 360, just so you guys don't know I'm bullshitting. There it is. I hadn't played 360 in a while, at least a month, or not, if not longer. Funny thing happened to me. I don't know, I might be the only person on earth that this happened to. When you first become Franklin, there's a cell phone, and I did my first mission. My cell phone went off with like a text message or email, I can't remember. And using the D-pad to navigate the phone on my Xbox controller, D-pad is just crap. They've always been crap. I hate the D-pad. I was like, man, this sucks. And then the email, I got a 60-inch plasma, and I'm sitting reclining back in my Lazy Boy, and I could barely read the little text on a 60-inch screen. I'm going to try to scale it here. It's on the other side. I would say the phone screen's about in between my fingers there. So I was having trouble, and my muscle memory, my first instinct was to look down for a screen on my controller. And where I'm used to being able to read and do stuff like that. So yeah, it was like totally unexpected. I hadn't really thought much about the Wii U, and the Rayman Legend doesn't use the touchscreen that much, but my first instinct was to look down for a screen, and I thought that was kind of funny, kind of interesting. And the second moment, I drove up to the observatory on Vinewood Mountain, and little tip, there's a sniper rifle up there for free if you find it. And I was looking at the city, and it just looked really cool. And I went to hit the home button, like I was going to send a screenshot to my friend like I do on the Wii U, and I was like, fuck, I can't do that. I was like, this game really need to be on the Wii U. I was like, there's two things within the first hour where I wished it was on the Wii U. The cell phone, the dialing, the apps, everything would have just felt so much better on the Wii U screen separate from the game. Having the map, I could have just picked the GPS real quick. I still would want the mini map on the TV, but being able to just look down and quickly set a GPS point without having to pause the game would have been awesome. So yeah, this game ever, I don't think it will, but if it ever made it to the Wii U, I would buy it just because I want to support that. I'd hope if they did those two things. Obviously, the screen share is pretty much default for any Wii U game. Also, the Miiverse community I wanted to talk about some of the things I had experienced and read about. I'd like to have like a discussion, and I miss the Miiverse. So yeah, I like the game. I'm not complaining, but definitely missing the fact that it's not on the Wii U. There's three things: the Miiverse, the screen sharing with my buddy, and the gamepad screen would have been really cool. And the fact that the game needs a 8 gig install, and the user base of the Wii U isn't huge. I honestly am going to predict right now, unless Nintendo somehow paid for it themselves to be published, and paid Rockstar to port it over. I don't think it ever happened, but yeah. So that's my GTA 5 story, and if you have an Xbox or a PS3 and you're interested in that game, the story and everything's pretty decent. The acting's funny and stuff. So yeah, just a quick impressions there. Rayman Legends, freaking amazing game. I actually sit closer to my TV just because I want to appreciate the art. It's just so amazing, the depth. I send screen caps to my friend all the time, like, dude, look at this, look at the layers of, look how the depth, and he's just like blown away. He says he hates Rayman games and never liked them, but he's definitely changing his tune by seeing the screenshots I send him. Beautiful game, runs in 1080, 60 frames on all systems. Even on the Vita, I don't know, I haven't read any reviews or heard anything, but the game isn't selling that well. The Wii U's the highest selling. In the first week, it sold 20,000 copies, and that was the highest of any of the platforms. So, game's not selling that great, but it's a freaking amazing game. It's averaging like a 9.1. The touchscreen levels are interesting. They'd be more fun with a second person, so I didn't have to rely on the AI, but it's definitely a great game. Really enjoying that. Wind Waker HD previews have been out. Reviews are starting to trickle out. It's getting like a 9 out of 10 on Metacritic, or 90 out of 100, I should say. There's one really negative review from Game Trailers, but those guys are pricks anyway. So that's averaging 90 out of 100. And Rev3 just did a preview. Anthony was just saying it's one of the best HD remakes ever made and one of the best Zelda games ever made. And the video just looks super impressive, and it's actually convinced me that I'm going to buy it. So I'm going to pick it up when it hits retail. I want the game art, or the package box art looks amazing, and I'm going to wait, play GTA 5 for a while, and then pick that up and enjoy that game. So yeah, that's all I want to talk about. Also, I tried to get on Address Assess this week. I wanted to tell that GTA 5 story about how I was, like, my muscle memory was looking for Wii U functionality. I'm so used to it now that it's one of those things. It's like you don't know what you got till it's gone. It's like going from watching Blu-rays for a year and then you watch a DVD. You didn't think Blu-ray looked that much better, but then after you're used to it, you go back to DVD, it looks like crap. You're like, holy shit. Or your memory of PS2 games, you're like, oh man, PS3 games, I mean, they're better, but PS2 games still look good. Then you go back and see how terrible they look, and you're like, holy shit, That's kind of what it was like with going to the Xbox after playing the Wii U for so long. I didn't get on Address Assess. I really wanted to. I waited, and they didn't start the show till late, so I didn't get on there. But yeah, so I just wanted to get this little video out, a little longer than I wanted, but appreciate you guys for watching. Feel free to leave me some comments, and we'll see you on the next video.